Hey Virgo, this is Natalie from Inspired Alignment. I am coming on today to do a reading for the beginning part of September. So this is going to be like September 1st to the 15th of September. And then I'm going to try and come back again before the 15th and do something for the end part of September. So this reading might be a little bit shorter than some of the other ones that I do because usually I focus on the entire month. I'm going to try and split this up so that it's just the first half and then I'll do the second half. So the readings will be a little bit shorter. Maybe it will be a little bit easier for some of you guys to watch them if they're not like a half an hour long. And I'm going to do maybe kind of like a different spread as well. So we're going to focus on what energies are going to be taking place for the sign of Virgo in the first half of September. I know that August was a very interesting month for everybody, for all signs. Actually, I mean, I think July and August were both very transformative for a lot of people. I think that many things have shifted in people's lives, and that could have happened in numerous ways. So it could have been, dramatic life changes that have happened, or this could just have been stuff that has gradually been taking place over these last 2 months. So we're coming up on the full moon in Pisces, which is tomorrow. The full moon in Pisces is kind of going to be like the closing point of all of these things that we have integrated in the last 2 months. So throughout July and August, all of these different things that, have changed in our lives, or realizations that we have came to, we are starting to kind of like bring that all together here during the full moon in Pisces, and really kind of let go of any of those things that no longer serve us, and have a chance to shed some light on maybe some things that we were unsure about, or some things that maybe were hidden. And so the month of September, I think, is really going to be about us kind of anchoring ourselves into where we are now. So, things may have been a little rocky, especially in the month of August. I know people dealt with their emotions being very up and down. And we dealt with, sadness, anger, happiness at times. It was just very all over the place. But I think that, all of that stuff was taking place for a reason. We really needed to be able to get ourselves to the place that we are meant to be, and kind of figure out for ourselves where that place is. And so I think that, by the end of August here, many of us are going to have a clearer idea of what that looks like. And September is going to be about, I think, really like grounding yourself into this new you, and really kind of, I think, showing that to others around you, or really like standing in, your truth and your power, and, the people that you deal with in your everyday life, are really going to start to see this new you, if they have not already. So that's just my little thing about what has gone on in the last couple of months, and where I think we are as a collective for the month of September. So I want to say happy birthday to the Virgos out there, and I'm going to I'm going to pull 3 cards for Virgo's energy for the beginning half of September, and then I'm going to pull 3 cards for maybe somebody that you're dealing with. And this can be a relationship, so this could be, you know, a significant other, a husband or wife. This could be a family member, a friend. It could be somebody at work. It could just be whatever situation or place that you are in right now at the moment, and whatever person you are thinking of or dealing with the most at this time, those are who I'm going to be pulling those energies on. So that can really be different for everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with 3 cards for Virgo for the beginning of September. Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Virgo for the first half of September in 2018? What are the important messages that Virgo needs to know for the beginning half of September 2018? What energies are Virgo going to be in or dealing with for the month of September 2018? Okay, so the first card I have here is Thought. The second card is Heaven on Earth. Okay, and then the third card that we have is the Four of Fire. So let me just get this adjusted up here. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that. Let me try and position it a little bit. Maybe I can even scooch it this way. Okay, so... Okay, and then underneath the deck we have the Eight of Earth. So for the first half of September, what I'm seeing here for Virgo is that the way that you are thinking about things is really going to have an effect on how things are happening within your life during this first half of September. So if you are having positive thoughts and really like trying to stay like optimistic or positive about things that are going on in your life, you are going to experience those things in more of a positive way. Now, if you are kind of like being pessimistic and, you know, in this, you know, woe is me, or, you know, nothing ever works out, I don't have enough money, I can't find, you know, a partner that really, you know, cares about me, then you are going to experience that in your daily life. So it's kind of like that law of attraction. And you know, what you're putting out is what you are getting back. So what you are thinking, and saying out loud, and even thinking quietly to yourself, those thoughts that you're having, they are going to manifest themselves here in the beginning half of September. So really try to stay in a positive mindset. I know that that is not always so easy for us to do, but even if you do experience some kind of like sadness, or if you get down or upset about something, you know, recognize that, you know, kind of sit with it for a minute and, you know, pull yourself out of that and really try to get yourself into more of, you know, a positive frame of mind. And there's a number of different ways you can do this. You can do this with I am affirmations. You can, use mantras. Or you can just, really try to maybe like fantasize about like where you would like to be, and really kind of like believe within yourself that you're going to get there. And I think that that's really going to help you here in the first half of September. So heaven on earth kind of really connects to this thought card. It's if you are able to really kind of think about or fantasize about, the things that you really want in life. So if you really want, a relationship that is just absolutely amazing and based off of love and honesty and loyalty, really picture that within your mind, almost like daydreaming about it. If you are trying to, create a business or get more money financially, and have more stability, really start imagining, what it is that, you really desire to do that's going to help you pull in that stability. And that's really going to help you to experience this in the physical world. So this is like experiencing heaven on earth. You have the power within you to manifest everything that you desire, and that does feel like heaven on earth. And it is possible to experience heaven on earth when you can get yourself into this way of thinking and really start to, believe that you are able to do these things or experience these things. So the next card that we have here is the Four of Fire. So here I'm kind of getting that you could deal with maybe like some backlash from people around you. You may be deciding to go another direction. Maybe, in these last couple months, July and August, you have decided, to kind of take things in another direction in your life. And you could be dealing with people around you or situations around you that are kind of not really agreeing with the choices that you have decided to make. So this is just, telling you to really continue to stand in your power, to just, know that what you are being guided to do, what you have done or are about to do, is if it's something that you really feel deep within yourself is something that you need to do or something that feels right for you, then stand in that power. Don't let these outside forces make you question yourself or make you feel bad or guilty about the choices that you've made, because this will settle down after a while. It's your life, and you can operate your life in whatever way you feel is best for you. And the people around you, it may take them a little while to adjust. And sometimes people need to leave our lives, and sometimes they come back, and sometimes they don't. But that's okay, because that's all about transition and transformation. And the people that are meant to be in our lives will be in our lives, even if it has to take them a little bit while to adjust to the changes that we are deciding to make for ourselves. So underneath the deck here, I have the Eight of Earth. So here I'm getting that, you may be really connecting to nature or like the outside environment that you're in. You may also be like connecting spiritually in some ways. So you may be like connecting with spirit guides, or you may have had somebody that has passed away and is like on the other side that, you know, you are like connecting with in some way. So this doesn't have to be that like you like real like physically see them or anything, but you could be having dreams about certain things or certain people. You could just see things that remind you of them. You know, so I'm really getting to kind of like pay attention to outside, pay attention to what's going on in nature, really try to connect to the outside environment. So if you do meditation or anything like that, you know, maybe try to go outside and meditate outside if you can, like maybe like sit in the grass or something, or go by water, something that is really going to connect you to nature, and really try to incorporate that in whatever it is that you do on a daily basis. So I am going to pull 3 cards for the person that you could be dealing with here in the beginning of September. So Spirit, what messages do we have for the person that Virgo is dealing with at this time during the first half of September? What messages do we have for that? Okay, the first card I have is the 5 of Water. The second card I have is Desire. Okay, and the third card I have is the 3 of Fire. And then underneath the deck, we have the 2 of Earth. So what I'm getting here is that you could be dealing with somebody that is feeling maybe a little upset, like they are reflecting on maybe some things that have taken place within the relationship with you, and they're having you know, some sadness that is connected to that. Or they are kind of like really like thinking about the things that have taken place, and this is maybe stirring up some kind of feelings within them that you know, are just like some things that they need to deal with. It's, you know, it looks to me like some kind of like sadness is connected to that. So this person is, they are desiring something, and it looks like maybe you know, they are desiring something to happen with you. They are desiring you know, if this is like a romantic relationship, you know, maybe that there was like some, you know, turbulence during July and August that took place. Maybe there was a breakup, or something like that. And this person is kind of like reflecting on that, and they are desiring certain things. So this could be desiring a relationship with you, desiring for things to kind of change within the relationship. And then here we have the 3 of Fire. So this is them kind of getting past this, you know, sadness that they were in, focusing on some desires that they have, whether this is with you or maybe some other kind of desires that they have. So maybe they are passionate about starting, you know, a new journey with their career, or, you know, going back to school, or, you know what I mean? Just they have certain kind of, you know, desire of where they want their life to go. And it looks like through the first half of September that they kind of start to make a move on this. And it, you know, if you notice, he only has this tiny little like satchel with him. So it's like whoever this is, I just said it was a man because this is a guy right here, but this could be a man or a woman. Whoever this person is, it looks like through the first half of September, they are able to kind of get out of this, like, you know, sadness and reflection, kind of like that heavy, like, baggage that you carry around. They're able to, you know, focus in on the things that they desire and then move forward on that, with, really no baggage. They're taking with them very little. So it looks like, whatever this, sadness or heaviness was, that they started with, they release that. And because it's too heavy for them to carry with them on their journey. So they, they are starting to like kind of move into a certain direction based off of things that they desire, and they are lightening their load of baggage in the process of doing that. So underneath the deck, we had the Two of Earth. So, this card, it can be juggling. So, they could have a lot of different options or, choices that they can make on where they want to go, where their true desire is. So they could be really during this time, maybe this is what they're reflecting on here, trying to figure out, where the true desire is so that they can move forward. And so that could be part of the reason, why they're going through a little bit of this process. Like, and it doesn't have to be like multiple people, but this could just be multiple, directions, or options, so they could be somebody that, was going to school to be a doctor, but, really, maybe on the side or something that they really, have longed to do for a long time is to, do Reiki or something in specifically. And so, there's all these different options that they can choose from within like a medical field, but, it's really honing in on this true desire and what it is that they truly want. And so, Reiki would be, if for this example that I just gave, that would be the true desire that they are wanting to go. So they're like narrowing down these options, and then making moves forward towards that. I also see here I'm getting like fertility. So this could have something to do with maybe, the choice of wanting to have children, have more children or have a child. I'm also getting here that there's a lot of like green, and I see the heart here. So the heart chakra, they are really experiencing, maybe some expansion of the heart chakra. So instead of operating more from the logical side of things, they are starting to operate more from emotional, heart space, which kind of connects with this desire card. So, kind of getting away from, what they logically think is the right thing to do, and going more with what they feel is the right thing to do, what it is that they're passionate about, where it is that they really want to go. And so this can be, for anybody that you are dealing with. This could be a divine masculine if you're a twin flame. This could just be a boyfriend or a girlfriend, a husband or a wife. This could be, a friend, a coworker, anything. So I wanted to make this like really kind of broad, but hopefully the messages made sense to you. I am going to pull just a Blessed Be card. So for overall, for the first half of September, what messages do we have for the sign of Virgo? Okay, so a blessing on a resolution, and then a blessing on a new venture. If you, like, I seen that here with this Four of Fire, that you may be kind of battling some things like with the people around you. So this is a blessing on finding a resolution within that. And, she's got like, some armor here, and she's got this sword. So it is kind of like, really standing in your power, standing in your truth. You're open about who you are, but you do have a little bit of armor here. You're tough, and you're able to kind of handle this and still continue to stand in your truth. And get through maybe a little bit of the toughness that may occur during the first half of September. And then here I have a blessing on a new venture. So, we've seen this maybe with the person that you're dealing with, and also, with you as well. This thought and the heaven on earth is, really, maybe there is something that you really want to do and you're just having, maybe a difficult time getting there. And so really like manifesting these things into your life, manifesting this new adventure or this new endeavor, maybe a new business, a new relationship, really, getting yourself in a high vibration and knowing that you are going to be able to have all of the things that you want. And so this is, a blessing on whatever this new venture is that you are wanting to experience. So I'm going to pull one of the Lightworker Oracle cards. Spirit, what messages do we have for the sign of Virgo for the first half of September 2018? Messages do we have for the sign of Virgo? Messages do we have for the sign of Virgo for September 2018? Okay, so Dark Night of the Soul, and then Merkaba, Spiritual Protection. So, Dark Night of the Soul. I seen this here with maybe the person that you are dealing with. And this also could be you. You guys could even be mirroring each other if you are in a twin flame relationship. So, you could be having like some negative thoughts, or were having some negative thoughts, some painful things that had come to the surface that you had to kind of work through. And then I seen this here with the Five of Water, that this person that you're dealing with could also be experiencing, some sadness, some regret, really reflecting on things that have taken place. But I'm seeing both of these cards more in the beginning. So this could be kind of like wrapping up at the end of August or beginning of September. And then I see it kind of moving forward from there. So this Dark Night of the Soul is pretty much just saying that, you could have been experiencing this. You could have been experiencing this really like kind of dark time where you were like really unsure, maybe dealing with some anger and some, really, strong sadness about certain situations that have taken place. But, the Dark Night of the Soul happens for a reason. We kind of have to go through some of these dark times in order to really find our light. See how this man is holding the light in his hands here. And he's coming and rising up from this person who's like curled up in the fetal position here. And it's like we really, in order to get to this place, sometimes we have to go through these negative type emotions and feelings. But I see that, you and this other person that, you could be dealing with, maybe have experienced this and are coming out of it. And then, so underneath the deck, we had Merkaba, Spiritual Protection. So this is just letting you know that you are protected. You are protected. Your loved ones are protected. Especially when you're getting yourself into this positive frame of mind and trying to experience or desiring to experience this heaven on earth. And also with the person that you're dealing with, really focusing in on their desires and operating more from the heart chakra and their passionate side is going to even make this spiritual protection stronger. It's going to ensure that, that protection is always around you. So, I hope that these messages helped, Virgo. I will see you probably closer to the middle of September. Also, I've been putting out some new videos. If you want to check them out, I've started like a series on Ascension. I'll be putting out some different kinds of videos throughout the month. Also, if you are looking to get a personal reading, you can email me at inspiredalignment33@gmail.com. I am doing a 33 $3 special for my readings are usually about 30-40 minutes long. And honest, the ones that I've done lately have just been amazing. I've had so much information coming through. So yeah, you can just contact me on my email or even leave a comment in the comment section. But I hope to see you soon, and I hope that these messages helped. Take care, Virgo.